Yo, what's going on YouTube? In the future, I'm going to be coming out with some videos that are going to show you guys how to do some simple farms in Roblox that'll help you farm areas AFK that would otherwise get you kicked for being AFK. But before I get to those, I figured you should have a knowledge of using this program and exactly how I'm using it, so that way you're not confused when it comes to future videos. And I'm a firm believer in understanding what you're doing and why you're doing, and not just copying what you're doing. If you haven't already guessed or seen on the desktop, the program in question is going to be TinyTask, and some of you probably already heard about this program or used it before, and that's completely okay if you have already. If you completely understand how to use this, then you don't need to watch this video, but I did want to make this just to show exactly how to use it and how I use it. I'm going to put the link for this in the description box, and that way you guys can get this very easily and trusted without having to worry about any viruses or anything like that. But yeah, let's get into it. Before we get into the example, I'm going to go over the buttons here and slightly out of order for a certain reason. Okay, so TinyTask is a program that is going to allow you to record mouse movement, mouse clicks, and keyboard clicks, and then play them back on a continuous loop or not on a continuous loop over and over, and automate it so that you don't have to do it. So as I just said, the record button is going to do that, and then the play button is going to play that back. After you've done these automations, you can save it as a file and then replay it back so that you don't have to recreate this process, and you can just load up whatever script you want and then play it back for, say, certain games that you farm a certain way in, but in other games you might need a different mouse movement. Open is just going to be to open up those files that we just previously described. .exe is going to be a feature that we're going to skip because I have no use for it. I have not used it in any of my farms, and it hasn't hindered me from doing them. So if you know how to use it, put it in the comments on what exactly it's for, but we're going to skip that for now because we don't need it. And in preferences, we're going to actually go ahead and click on this and get some stuff set up, and I'll explain what we're setting up at the same time, so that way we can go ahead and knock some steps out. So first off, we're going to keep it on 1x speed. This is just going to slow or speed up how fast it does the sequence that you did. We're going to click continuous playback, so if it's not clicked there, just click it and make sure there's a check mark beside it, so that way continuous playback is on. Then we're going to go down here to recording hotkey, and I set mine to F8. Some people might not have F8 if you have like a 60% keyboard or something, but I set mine to F8, and then playback hotkey I set to F12. And do note that when you're playing Roblox, hitting F12 is going to start the recording process that Roblox has built into their game. So if you don't want to record a bunch of useless videos, make sure you're clicked outside of Roblox before you click the F12 key. And that's going to be it. Now that we have all that set up, we're going to show you exactly how to use the program and what it does very quickly, and then you're going to be ready for any tutorial I do. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you exactly how to use the program, and I'm going to show you how to do it by clicking the buttons in the program and then also using the hotkeys. We have a text document up here for demo purposes. It's a throwaway file, so it doesn't affect anything by using this. I suggest you do the same just to practice. So what we're going to do first is click record. Then we're going to open up the text document. It's going to open up. I'm going to click inside just to make sure it's the active window. I'm going to type some random letters. Then I'm going to click the X. I'm going to click don't save because we don't care about saving it. And then I'm going to click record. Now, what that's done is recorded every single bit of what we just did, all the way up until the point we hit the record button. And we have continuous playback on, so when we hit play, it's going to do this sequence over and over and over. But if you don't want that on and you just want to do it once, depending on what your task is, then you can just turn that off by going into preferences and clicking continuous playback. So now what we're going to do is hit play, and you're going to see the mouse go up to the text document, open it up. Then we're going to see it click inside to make it the active window, and then it's going to type some letters down, blah, 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 blah. And then it's going to click the X and don't save. And then it's going to go down and try to click the record button, but it doesn't register that part because it would probably mess up your recording. So it's just going to go back to doing the sequence since it's on continuous playback. But yeah, that's basically it for the program. And then if you want to stop it, there's an emergency button that you can push called scroll lock, and it should stop the task. Sometimes it doesn't register it, so you might have to press it a couple times, but you'll see the counter that is above TinyTask. So if I click play here, there'll be a timer right there with a little counter beside it telling you how many times it's done the sequence. And that right there will let you know if it's on or off. So if you click scroll lock, it's still on. I'm trying to click scroll lock. Boom, there we go. It's off. See, it takes a couple times for it to register sometimes, but that's how you know specifically that the recording is stopped when you don't see the timer replacing TinyTask. Now I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, but using the hotkeys. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit our F8 key, and that's going to start the recording. And then we're going to go click the text document, click on the document so that it's the active window. We're going to type some letters, click the X, don't save, and then I'm going to hit F8 again. And then We're not in Roblox, so this isn't going to be an issue, but when you're in Roblox, again, remember to click out of the program before you hit this key, or else it's going to start recording inside of Roblox's built-in recording player. We're going to hit F12, and then it's going to start up the program or the script, and it's going to click on the text document as before. Click on the main window to make it active, even though it probably was already active, but I like to be safe. Type some letters, click the X, don't save, and then it's going to restart. Again, to get out, we're going to hit scroll lock. You see the counter is gone on the tiny task operation down there. So we know that the recording is stopped, so you don't end up pulling your mouse over and wondering why it keeps jerking back somewhere else because it's still in the automation. And that's essentially going to be it, guys. You literally can use this for so many different things, but I'm going to be using it for Roblox and teaching you guys how to get some great farming done. So if you guys are looking out for those kind of videos, definitely subscribe to the channel, like this video, and definitely get it out there to people if you feel like it helped, because I feel like this is going to be a big thing for any tutorial I do, and I wanted to help you guys have the knowledge so that you know what you're doing and not just guessing or copying what I'm doing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and this taught you decently on how to use the program. If there was anything I missed, let me know in the comments. If you guys know how to use the .exe button down there, definitely I hope this video was of some use to you guys and taught you how to use the program. If you liked it, definitely share it with your friends and teach them how to use it as well, and be on the lookout for some of my future videos that are definitely going to use this program to do any of those future farms. My name is Ronan, and always remember,
licking doorknobs is illegal on other planets.
No, not that.